Hello everyone, this is John with StrikerAuto.com, here today to show you how to install an LED light bar in a Chevy Silverado. So to do so, the first thing you got to do is you got to take off this front bumper or grill, so it's the metal piece, the black piece here, and then you also got to take off this cover on the front here. In order to do so, you got to pull out these little grommets, if you will, and it's easy with a automotive trim tool, removal tool. And this is what the grommets look like. This is it with the pin in them. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the tool in here, prying up this part, pry that up all the way, and then I come back in with the tool and get under the whole thing and pry the whole thing out. Make sure you save these because you got to put them back in. The whole piece above the grill lifts off. Now I've got LEDs mounted in mine, so I'm not going to take it off completely. I'm just going to roll it back and put it right there. Now that I've got the top cover off, I got to take off this whole front clip here to be able to get back to where I'm going to mount the lights. So in order to do that, you have to take off these little clips here. And what they are is the easiest thing to do is to go in with a pair of pliers and squeeze both sides of it, because what you got to do is you got to depress this little piece here, so you got to squeeze both sides to pop it out. And there's about four or six of them in there. Just if it's still hard to pull, then that means you got a clip left. Also, there's 4 10mm bolts on top, so take those 4 out also. Now we're going to remove the 4 bolts on top. Then I like to use needle nose pliers to get the clips off that I was telling you about. Once you got all the clips undone, the whole bumper just lifts right off, or the whole grill. So again, be delicate with it. Don't put it anywhere where it's going to get scratched or anything. So now that I have the grill off, you can see how the light bar is mounted. So the first thing I had to do is I had to cut this piece here. You can see over here, I cut out where the bar is going to sit back in. This is the transmission cooler here. So it's still getting enough airflow. The bar is just barely touching it, but these fins are really long, so it won't interfere with it too much, and it won't get too hot or anything like that. Then what I did is in the back here, see if I can get you a little more light. In the back are some tabs that were, from the factory. I didn't have to drill them, so I went off of here with an angle bracket, just a straight L bracket. I used aluminum so it won't rust, and then I went over to here, and what I did is I drilled a hole in the side of my mount and then went right from there through the L bracket. As you can see here, I just went straight through the L bracket, and then I did the same over on this side. And then from there, you just put the mounting screws in here. I did use all stainless steel hardware in here, so nothing's going to rust. This piece is still strong. It holds the bumper in place, whereas the 4 bolts are really what are the main mounting points for the bumper, or for the grill, I'm sorry. Then for the wires, I ran the wires down behind it. As you can see, it goes down there, and then it follows through here. And if I flip this back out of the way, you'll see that it then comes up right here where this gray fitting is. It goes up there and then through the firewall The last thing you have to do is when you mount the light bar in there, the other thing is these corners right here, so that it fits just right in the grill right here, these corners are going to be bumping into the grill. So what I did is I put the grill up, dry fit it, and I mark where these corners hit the grill. Then I just came in with a Dremel tool, and let me see if I can get you, I can see this a little bit better. Then I just went in with a Dremel tool and just, you know, took a little bit of material out so that it fits in there nice and clean. Now I want to give you guys an idea of the measurements that I used so you don't have to do as much eyeballing as I did. So for this part here that I cut down here that you can see, the measurement from the cut down up to the top of the mount there is about 9 inches, and over on this side it's 9 inches also. Then down here it's approximately 3.5. Okay, and then from this side here to the end of the light bar is about 10.5, and on this side 10.5 also. Okay, then from the bumper up to the bottom of the light bar is 3 inches. From the corner up is 2.5. Okay, then from the tab over it's about 3 inches to the bolt. Okay, and then try to do both here with the camera and this. So that L bracket's about 4.5 tall, and then it's about 2.5 down to the hole that I drilled. Now that we got the light bar in, we're going to go ahead and reinstall everything. So take your drill, hang it back on here. Okay, now make sure your fit is good everywhere. And then, like I said in the video, you're going to have to cut out down here a little bit to let the light bar come into the grill a little. It's not noticeable. It's maybe 1/4 of an inch, something like that, but it helps everything fit back nice in place. So get your bolts lined up top. Push till you hear the clicks. And then you're going to put the screws back in. You're good to go. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video on how to install an LED light bar in the grill of a Silverado.